the third thing was a loss of identity. Some men found their identity in being in a marriage, being the husband and the father. And now on the other side of being married, they are at a loss. They don't know who they are anymore. It's like a loss of purpose, a loss of sense of self. There's a sense of loneliness. There's a sense of like, okay, what do I do now? I was a husband, I was a father, now what? Or you're still a father, but now the kids are not in the home with you. It becomes like a midlife crisis. For sure. Somebody said midlife crisis. It's a crisis. It is identity crisis. That's exactly what it is. Right? And now you're trying to figure out on the fly, who am I now? Who do I become? Do I want to be married again? Do I want to be in a relationship again? What do I want? Who do I become now? That is what happens in relationships, right? When men, especially when they leave relationships significant relationships they've been in their whole life, or most of their life, or for 5 years or 10 years or whatever that may be, it's like, okay, who am I now outside of this relationship? Who am I now that I'm not with X, Y, or like whoever that person is? And that's tough. And that takes time. And that's why I don't think men should be doing that on their own. I think that men should absolutely have supports in place to help them process through breakups. Because unfortunately, what happens is if you've been in the dating pool, a lot of men haven't processed their last relationship. A lot of men have not processed through their last relationship. And so therefore, they're still on the fly, bringing up things from their past and triggered by things. And you might always be triggered, but you might not be able to handle it well because you don't have the tools. We all want connection. We're all designed for connection. I say this to a lot of people. Like, I've been hurt in relationships. I've been betrayed on the highest level. But that's not going to stop me from the desire of being connected to somebody. I still desire that. And I'm going to have that one day. But I'm also going to learn the lessons that I need to learn, take accountability for what is mine, and move forward in the best way I know how. Because I know that, Sam, I don't want to be with no man. I like testosterone. So I don't necessarily want to be in a situation. And here's the thing. The people that have hurt me in the past were hurt in the past, right? People that have hurt me were hurt. And they bled on me, but I didn't cut them. That's the truth. That's real. I've been in situations with people where their traumas from childhood, from past relationships, I had to deal with the brunt of that. And so therefore, you sabotage the next relationship because you didn't heal from the past ones. And now you're sad about this relationship when, the last relationships were the reason for this relationship ending. You ended up sabotaging the future because you didn't heal from your past. I'm going to say that again. You sabotage your future because you did not heal from the past. You have to heal. Otherwise, you're going to keep sabotaging relationships because you did not learn the lessons you needed to learn and really heal the way you needed to heal to become the better version of yourself. We all desire connection. All of us do. We were created to be connected. I heard a story, y'all, and I'll end, kind of close here, and I'll take questions if you have any. I heard a story about not a story, a perspective, where someone was talking about Adam and Eve, right? Adam and Eve. And what happened with Adam and Eve was God looked at Adam and said, "It is not good for a man to be alone." And he created Eve. He created Eve to be a support. He created Eve for a companionship. He created Eve to be a helpmate. That's biblical. And so I think a lot of us are running away from what we were created to be. Oh, you want to be the dominant person. You want to be this, you want to be that. We were created to be the helpmate. We were created to be the support. We were created to be the companion. And because things are so out of order, we're now like rebelling against our calling. We're rebelling against the purpose to why we were created. There's a person that's out here that I'm supposed to support. There's a person that's out here that is waiting for a Sam. And there's a person that's out here that's waiting for you. They're your perfect helpmate. And I think about this all the time. Just because, we go through these things, we think that, oh, this person's not it, this person's not it, this person's not it. We're like, this person's not out here because we haven't met them. God didn't create multiple Eves. He created one. So the person that you're looking for, there's only one or a few of them, right? Like, so you have to know there's going to be more no's than yeses. There's going to be more, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. Like, I've had to come to terms with that, y'all. Like, there's not going to be a million people that meet the criteria to be in my life and to be the man in my life. It's going to be a few, a couple, one, right? And so I have to be mindful of that as you go on. You might feel, somebody on here might be feeling discouraged. Like, I haven't met her. I don't know where she's at. And it's like, the reality is there is a person that is a companion for you that God has created. Might not be wrapped in the right box, but there's a person that is created for you, a helpmate, a companion, somebody that's going to love you, be loyal to you, be your lover, be your best friend. Somebody that's going to be nurturing, compassionate, and caring towards you. There's going to be somebody that's going to help you, push you towards purpose, that's going to support you, that's going to honor you, that's going to respect you, that's going to give you the attention and the affection that you desire. There is somebody out here that's just for you. But the reality is, a lot of us, because we haven't found that person yet, we get discouraged. We get discouraged. If you have a desire for it, I feel like I believe I serve a God that if you have a desire for something, he created you with that desire. I look back over the Bible with Samson. Samson was created with a desire for Philistine women. Why? Because he was created to be a thorn in the side of the Philistines. His desire for Philistine women was divine. That tells me that God gives us desires. And if he gave us those desires, he's going to fulfill it because he's a good God. That's how I look at it. That's my faith in my creator.